Alright everybody, welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies. There's been some information leaked as well as kind of a description of the mode itself, which I'm going to read off quickly. It says zombies uncover dark Cold War experiments that unleash a new zombie threat to take on in frightening and intense co-op gameplay with friends. So I think that, pretty generic description, especially with the frightening part. I'm pretty sure they say something along those lines like every year basically. But I think what I found interesting about that is that it says in the beginning, uncover dark Cold War experiments that unleash a new zombie threat. So just a new zombie threat. It really sounds like, it's hard to say, with the wording, but it sounds like they're going for something new. Who knows? This might be something completely outside of even the multiverse, because Treyarch did say that they were open to creating, other stories within the multiverse, within the Ether storyline that we got. Because just because we got the story of premise, with a beginning and an end, doesn't mean they can't tell other stories that happened within the same universe. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like we are getting something that could potentially even be outside of Ether, which would potentially be cool. But there's also been leaks that we will be playing as the campaign characters in the next zombies experience, and in above the experiment, the kind of description of the experience that I just read off, there's a picture of Frank Woods and another campaign character, which kind of leads me to suspect that we will be playing as the campaign characters. But who knows, that picture could just be a placeholder for a different picture that shows a whole new crew. But knowing with how Black Ops 4 went and how they did try a new crew and a new storyline with Chaos, I'm going to suspect that Activision probably wanted Treyarch to play it safe this year. And, by making Frank Woods and some other campaign characters playable characters within zombies, it not only kind of leads to a cohesive experience across game modes, but it allows them to kind of play it safe in a way that we recognize Frank Woods and we recognize Hudson and those characters because, we met them 10 years ago in Black Ops 1. And if I were Activision, I would stay with characters that we were familiar with instead of trying to create new ones and end up having another Chaos situation. Speaking of which, Chaos is cut from Cold War, which it did leave us on a cliffhanger with Medusa, but I do think that that's the right move. Just moving forward, it had potential, but it didn't feel like they had enough planned out right away, and it didn't spark that much interest in me until Ancient Evil, which was the third map, and by then I wasn't that interested anymore. So I do think that, they probably will stick with campaign characters just because of those financial reasons. Black Ops 4 didn't do well. By sticking with the same voice actors from campaign with zombies, I think that's more affordable. They don't have to pay for another crew for voice acting, and their characters we're familiar with. Now, that being said, there is still a chance that we could get our crew for zombies isn't the campaign characters and it's actually a new crew. I'm not eliminating that possibility. I'm just saying that in my eyes, it's more unlikely than likely. And that being said, if we do play as the campaign crew, who knows, we might still get a DLC featuring a celebrity crew. So I think that's a possibility as well. There was also a leak for Quick Revive. The perk symbol looks the same. If the leak is true, it's just animated and it's moving. And I think that's cool in the menus if it is moving, but if it is a moving perk symbol and it kind of shows the body reviving itself and dropping down over and over, if it is new and animated, I think it'd be good to have an option to turn the animation off, because it'd be kind of annoying in game to just have it constantly be moving in the corner of my eye. That's just my opinion. But I think that's pretty much everything that we got so far. We know a bit about the characters. We know that we're getting a transit map on disc as well as a new Vietnam experience. Now, whether that transit experience is a copy and paste of the original or a remake, we don't really know. I do think that like a remake would be better. Transit is one of those maps that's really bad but has a lot of potential to be a really good map. It was really held back by its time, but with this new technology and the new advancements that they've made, they wouldn't have to have denizens and fog to slow down the player to prevent the game from crashing. So that's just a thought. I think that Transit could have a lot of potential, and we're supposedly getting Die Rise and Buried. Fingers crossed, because more experiences the better. But I think that's everything for today's video. If you guys could drop a like on it and subscribe for more content. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good one.